I've told you that the civil rights of LGBT Americans is... Yeah, hold on a second.
Welcome to Hide and Seek TV. It's your boy Hide and Seek, and I'm back, and I'm about to get ready to delve real deep into this situation that just went down with Barack Obama. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to actually just delve into this, and I want y'all to hear me out on this, because this is some serious stuff. You know, I've been watching my channel. You know how much in depth I've been going in on Barack Obama. So I'm going to play this clip and chime on in. Listen to this.
Showing up was to remind everyone that there's a silver lining. They got to hear from him. Jesus is here. Watch.
You hear that? Jesus is here.
Even though I'm not required to attend summits like this anymore, old habits die hard. And when the issue at hand is the health of our planet and the world our children and our grandchildren will inherit, then you will have a hard time keeping me away.
Let's delve deeper into this.
Because when it comes to climate, time really is running out. Vote the issue.
And the vote. I've already said democracy, all it literally means when you break the word down, it literally means demon possession. He always enforces the voting and democracy. And I've been covering this a lot throughout this channel. Listen to this.
Vote like your life depends on it.
Listen to this.
Because it does.
Vote Democrat or you will die. You will die.
Let's delve deeper into this, man. Because when you understand how he already has shown his authority. And remember, what was her name? Nancy Pelosi already said, this is the Obama agenda. In Daniel chapter 8, as it's written, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, and a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people, and through his policy, hint voting, through his policy also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, that shall be broken without hand. Let's get deep into this. Because if you watch my channel when I did my Mortal Kombat breakdown, remember I said Sub-Zero represent the Mason, Scorpion represent the Messiah. And when you understand, remember the actor on Mortal Kombat who Scorpion was leading, the actor's name is Louis Tan. You already know I've been covering this name, Lewis. I'm going to get to it in a minute. But when you understand this, back in April, right around the time Mortal Kombat dropped, it was a case out there in Kansas City. And the plaintiff's name is Carroll William Lewis II. And he was going against Joe Biden. And I'm going to break this down because this stuff is very serious. Remember I said Sub-Zero name is Behind. Remember how he goes by Behind and then hit Biden. Behind Biden. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. Remember right when Obama was getting out of the office in 2016, you had Superman in court, which represent nothing but the Messiah, going through the court system, humbling himself. And how he comes forth with his case. And obviously, as we know, remember, Obama was what? Obama was a lawyer. Remember, I broke this stuff down a million times. Remember, throughout his time at Harvard. So you understand that hinting the whole theme of the law and then the whole theme of enforcing the policy via what? The voting. You see how deep this stuff goes. And you see, like I said, this is in Kansas. Hence, Superman is from where? Smallville, which is Kansas. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand how deep this goes, the whole thing, when you understand, Superman is from Smallville, which is in Kansas. When you understand how deep this stuff goes, is because, as we know in Ezekiel 1:4, hint the Messiah is revealed via the whirlwind that came out the north. Hint Kansas is what? In Tornado Alley. That's why on Wizard of Oz, remember when she was in Kansas, the tornado happened and it sent her into the kingdom of God, Emerald City. You feel what I'm saying? So let's delve even deeper into this. Look at this. I want to take it back to 06. I was watching the movie Snakes on a Plane last night. I had went through it for some research. It's crazy. So much detail in this. Because when you understand The movie was about obviously the snakes on the plane that was basically amped up, you know what I'm saying, to try to so that they can hurt passengers. But look at the clock. The clock has 7:06, hence 76 at the Honolulu International Airport, 7:06. Hence the degrees was 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna break this down so I can get on this thing with the plane. Because when you understand that, remember I was talking about this. Remember Obama's out of Honolulu, and you see the 76, 76. So let's delve deep into this because in Isaiah 19:19, as it's written in that day, there should be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, which represent the pyramids. And as it's written, you know, that which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Yahushua, foreshadowing the kingdom to come. So as you see, you got the 76 degrees is where that shadow is formed. Hence the 76 degrees Fahrenheit, 7:06 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I said this movie's called Snakes on the Plane because as it's written, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Hence the snakes on the plane, wise as serpents, harmless as doves. Revelation 12, as it's written that the Messiah was a man-child brought forth to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and he was caught up into the throne of God. The plane, the jet, caught up into the throne of God. Snakes on the plane, Messiah with his saints in 2006. As it's written in John 3:14, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Come on, man. There's no way around none of this. So let's delve deep. Pay attention to this clip right here. It's a song on the movie. Hear it. Be out in the open air. Hint, Satan is the prince of air. Living life like we just don't care. Just doing what we want to do. Not doing what we're supposed to. Listen to this. Let's get deeper. Let's delve real deep into this. We'll just float over the clouds that cover the skies, right? That cover the skies, I say. And when you understand the cloud, as it's written, Israel is as the cloud of God. And as it's written in Isaiah 14, I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You see that how Lucifer said, I will ascend above the clouds of God, and his stars, which represent his saints, you know, and a hint the saints. You know, everything come together. So basically the guy is saying we're going to float above the clouds of God. That's why the movie Snakes on the Plane is so significant, because hint that represent the saints with the Messiah. The Exodus. Listen to this. We'll just fly. And I want to break this down because a brother has sent me this, and he was showing me the commercial with Benjamin Moore, you know, dealing with like paint and things of that nature, painting. So as you know, like painting walls, things of that nature, like Sherman Williams. I'm gonna get into all of this right quick. But the colors of the year, they showed the colors of the year. And pale moon with the balloons that you see right here, this right here literally just represent nothing but the Masons fading away. You know, hint the whole theme of the wheel fly above the clouds of God. Because remember, as it's written in Matthew 4:6, remember Satan told Messiah, you know, if you're the son of God, then cast yourself down. Remember that. So you see how all of this comes together. Hint the Masons flying, floating away. You know what I mean? And hint it's called pale moon because the Masons worship the moonlight. That's why King Kong, you know, chokes out the serpent Satan. It's all duality when you understand the snake with the serpent. But you see how King Kong represents the Messiah and how he's choking out Satan in front of the Masons. You see the moonlight. The Masons can't stop Messiah defeating Satan's kingdom, saving the bride Israel from going into the pit of fire. Because as you see, As it's written in Isaiah 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds of God. I will be like the Most High, but you should be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So as you see that right here, it's all in our face. You know what I'm saying? No way around it. So I want to get deeper because, like I said, this movie is based in Hawaii. You know what I mean? And as you can see, obviously, you got the lace right here. You know, like the little aloha, you know, the little wrap around the neck, the lace. Before Samuel Jackson kill a snake, he fall into the lace, you know? So I'm going to break this down right quick. Look at this. Notice the serpent on the pole right above the lace, right? You see how the snake is hanging on the pole? And when you understand the crossbow, all the crossbow represent is nothing but the whole theme of the mark of the Messiah. When you understand how deep the stuff goes with the Ankh, when I've been breaking this down, and this stuff is real, because as it's written, in that day there should be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, and it should be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts. So when you understand how all this stuff connects and what this stuff represents, hence the Messiah becoming the head ruler of the altar. As you can see, you got the head and you got the left and right shoulder. Hence the crossbow. Notice how he used the crossbow to slay the serpent. Hence Messiah, the serpent on the pole. As it's written in John 3:14, I just read it. You know, as the serpent was lifted up in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Hence the serpent on the pole. So as you see that, notice how the serpent is right over the lace. I'm about to break this down because when you understand that lace right there, which is very serious, because this is how deep this goes. I'm gonna go a little deeper. I want to use the crossbow again. Let me show y'all this before I delve further into that serpent on the pole. So right here, this is Principal Lewis on American Dad. Notice he got the crossbow. And he's going witch hunting. I'm going to show y'all something right quick, because this stuff is real. Remember in 2nd Ezra, as it's written, many people came to, in 2nd Ezra 13, many people came to him. Some were rejoicing, some were sad, some were even tied up, while some were bringing other people as an offering. Some were tied up because hence the witch hunting. Remember how they used to hunt the witches back then? And that's why he was saying blood magic is dark magic. So I'm going to play this. Listen to this. See how he said die witches? And you see how they stab him in the chest, how they stab Lewis in the chest, because as it's written, but one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And you remember I just showed y'all your boy with the crossbow, killing the serpent. Let's get deeper. Remember, Killmonger had the sword in his chest. Remember, T'Challa kills Killmonger with the sword in his chest. See that? Because as it's written, Principal Lewis, as it's written in that day, you know, when you translate praise the Lord, it becomes Lewis eternal. Just to keep it simple. Translate praise the Lord, it becomes Lewis eternal. Hint Principal Lewis with a sword in his chest while witch hunting with the crossbow. Remember I said the crossbow is what? Come on, man. No way around none of this. You know what I'm saying? Hint Samuel Jackson played Lewis. Remember he played Lewis on Soul Man. Come on, man. Soul Man. Hint Lewis. Come on, yo. Listen to this. Let's get deep. Let's get deeper. Pay attention to this. They're attacking everybody and everything up here. They're especially fond of those fucking lace. He said, especially because of them lace. Remember I said how the lace was what was the reason why the snakes were getting aggressive? Let's delve a little deeper into this. Listen to this. After you say lace. You hear how the guy says lace, Jesus, I don't know. You see how he said lace, and then he said Jesus, I don't know. Remember I say you translate praise the Lord, it becomes Lewis eternal. You know, they just use Jesus because it fits the code. Because when you understand the true name, when you translate Yahushua from the Hebrew, like I showed this a million times on this channel, it becomes Lewis eternal. Comes Lewis. So notice how he says the lace, and then he says Jesus. So basically, when you understand what lace, remember I said that right there is the stuff that go around the neck, like the aloha, the lace around the neck. And Hawaii knows integration, one world order, Dr. King, Bloody Sunday March. You know, with the Selma to Montgomery March for voting. Remember, it was for voting rights. Remember that. So hint Hawaii knows integration works. Hint Obama. Let's go back to the beginning. Hold on.
The issue. Time really is running out. Vote the issue.
Listen to this. Come on, man. All in our face. Hint the lace. Because when you understand what the lace, and when you in a Korean, you know, in Korean and in Chinese, when you understand Lee, hint Lee is like, you know, lay, hint the whole theme and what it becomes Lewis. It translates from Lewis. Hint lace and then hint lay and then hint Lee, like lace, Lee, and then hint the whole thing how it translates from Lewis. No way around this stuff. Let's take it deeper. Listen to this.
Listen up. I want to crisis team at LAX ASAP. But I need the cargo manifest for every scrap of freight on South Pacific Air 121.
Air 121. Hint when you understand the prophecy how in 2021, all of the prophecies and the symbolism is fulfilling. That's why we had Kong versus Godzilla, Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, all of the movies this year, the Eternals, everything come out this year. And there's no way around it. It's all about who got the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Let's delve deeper. Hint 21. Notice on the clock, I'm going to delve real deep onto this later on at number 44, because you already know where I'm taking it. When you understand the number 44, it represents nothing but the Ark of the Covenant. That's why Obama had to be the 44th president. You feel what I'm saying? And there's no way around it. But when you notice this, notice the 44 is the time, you know, mark that it's at, and they show number 21 on the clock. Hint 2021 represent Messiah prophecies being fulfilling, and then hint the 44 right there. I'm going to get into that later on, but that's right in our face. Notice this is why Seth Curry, who is a 76er, remember I was just talking about the 76 earlier, man. Remember I was talking about the Messiah, the 76 degrees, right? Let's get deeper, man. Hint Seth Curry, you remember in the scriptures, remember how Adam, you know, bringeth forth Seth, and then through Seth comes what? Seth comes forth Shem, and then, you know, what comes forth, you know, Shem, you know, Noah, and I mean, you know, out of Noah, then it comes Shem, then you got Abraham, then you got Isaac, Jacob, and so forth. Hint Israel come through Seth, the forefather of Israel. And then when you look at it, notice his this year, all time shooting percentage. It's not just this year. This all time shooting percentage, a 76er has 44%. Hint 44. No way around this, man. And hint Steve Kerr, the Bull, he has 45 because remember I broke this down a million times too about the year 1976, which represent the Messiah. Remember I was breaking that down in Revelation 12. I'm going to show it later on. But remember I was talking about like 1976 with the birth of Messiah. And then 2021 is what? 45 years old. There's just no way around this stuff, man. I've shown it a million times. Notice Steve Kerr got the all-time percentage at 45. Hence 76 to 21 is what? 45. 45 years. And hence he's the Chicago Bull because as it's written in Revelation 4:7, the Messiah is as the Lion of Judah, the royal bull, the face of a man, and a flying bird. No way around this stuff. And then notice the New York Knicks as well. What's his name? Hubbard Davis. He has a 44% as well. Hint New York represents the garden. Remember how they call New York the garden? Hint the Garden of Eden. I broke down New York before already. But just notice how all that connects together and there's no way around it. Let's delve deeper. Hint on snakes on the plane. This is very deep because the helicopter. Remember Kobe's helicopter. Kobe's helicopter was a 76B helicopter, the model. Hint 76B. Come on, man. No way around it. The 76. I broke it down before. But notice on the helicopter, you got 4924. 4924. Hint, Kobe used to wear number 24 on a helicopter. Hint, Bruno Mars, 24 carats in the air. Remember, I broke that down. No way around this stuff, man. Let's get deeper, because who come out of that helicopter? You got Harris, who comes out the helicopter. Agent Harris is his name. Agent Hank Harris. You see that? Hank Harris. And hint the whole thing, Kamala Harris. Look at that. Like, it's all connected and there's no way around it. Remember how Biden come about in 2020 with Kamala Harris? Kobe goes down. Hint Harris don't mean nothing but the home ruler. And you see the guy he's with on here is the snake expert. Hint how they want to stop the saints, stop the serpents are innocent as doves. Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here. Let's get deeper. Remember I was talking about Sherman Williams with the paint. Notice how it says cover the earth, and you see how Benjamin Moore got the altars right there. And you see how the paint Sherman Williams say cover the earth. Hint Exodus 3:14, the Most High told Moses, my name is I am that I am. Hint William, the will of I am that I am, will of God. So what they want to do is they want to cover the Messiah from being a writing on the wall. They want to cover him up from being, the prophecy that's coming forth. Keep him hidden. Let's delve into this. Remember I said I was going to get into this paint. Notice right here, the morning dew is one of the colors. Notice how the girl has the blanket on around the morning dew, because hint the Messiah is the great comforter. And when you understand morning dew, as it's written in Genesis 27:39, in Jacob's blessing, he received the dew of heaven. Hint received the kingdom, man. He has the passage to the kingdom. Remember, Esau gained the fat of the earth, and Jacob gained the kingdom, the dew of heaven. Messiah, the comforter. Notice right here, you got Bill. They show the dog Bill right before they show the girl with the cover on. Because when you understand that hint, all dogs go to heaven. And then you got Bill, which is short for William. Hint, the I am that I am. Let's keep it rolling. This stuff is deep. Notice how you got the colors of the year. You got the October mist. This stuff is deep. Hint the dews and things of that nature, the mist. Hint the clouds of heaven. Remember I said that represents Israel. Let me go back to the beginning. Let's talk about it. Oh, I'm just talking. Okay, it's right in our face. Israel unite, man. Hint October mist, the clouds of Israel, the clouds of God. We afloat above them, though. Notice right on top of the throne, on top of the chair, they got the mystery box. Hint the Most High's gift is what? Remember, the Messiah is our gift to the kingdom. Notice you got the black door back there, because that represents those who got the eyes to see and ears to hear. Hint they understand the mysteries of the kingdom. Hint they know the way to the kingdom. Hint the whole theme of the faith and Messiah, the gathering up of the saints and entering into the new kingdom. Hint the doors open. Remember, Messiah has the key to the heavens and to the earth. You know what I mean? Hint the kingdom into the new kingdom. He has the key into the kingdom and the keys to hell and death. Remember, I broke this all down. So notice that whole thing with the box on the chair, because all that box on the chair represents nothing but what? The box on the chair represents nothing but the gift of the Messiah becoming a new king, and as it's written that the saints shall be the judges in the new kingdom as well. And then notice the views on it is 7.6, 76. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Remember I said they want to cover Messiah of being a writing on the wall? Listen to this. I remember I already broke down Candyman, but listen to this.
I am the writing on the walls. I am the sweet smell of blood on the street.
Let's get deeper, man. Notice that the plane, they were saying on the movie, I forgot to record the scene, but the guy asked Samuel Jackson, he said, "Is that our plane?" He said, "Nah," but what he said, "Nah," but the police think it is. So notice how you got 67 on there, right? Hint the 67. Because when you understand the 67, remember I said Messiah is the 76 degrees, right? So when you understand the 67, hint that represent the reversing and make, them be the rulers of the altar. You know what I mean? Hint the 6 is first instead of the 7. 7 represents spirit and 6 represents flesh. So they want to rule the earth, rule the flesh kingdom. So that's the whole thing with reversing it. Remember, I broke this down. That's why they got the beast out to sea, the Antichrist type thing. You got the shark with 67, and you got the older man, the Messiah, at 76. Let's delve deeper. Notice they got on the airport unit, emergency. Notice they got number 8. After I just showed y'all they had 24 on a helicopter. Did I go past it? Let me see. Remember I showed you I had 24 on a helicopter with Kobe? And then notice they got 8 on the car too. On the helicopter 24, and on the car they got 8. Remember Kobe wore number 8. Let's get deeper. Snakes on the Plane was actually directed by a man named David. Hint the snakes on the plane. Hint Messiah come through the house of David. Look at this, man. The main character, one of the main characters on the show, she played Carol on ER, man. And remember I said when you translate the name Carol, it derives out of Kara, which don't mean nothing but the anointed Messiah. So look at that right here, Carol. And she played on Snakes on the Plane. There's no way around it, man. Let's keep it rolling. I came across a show called Oat Studios. It's like apocalyptic type themes, little short movies. But notice they got Cooking with Bill. Remember I said I am that I am, Billy, short for William, I am that I am. Hint they got Cooking with Bill. And then right under that, the next episode that followed, you got God. Hint Bill, and then right after you got God. Let's keep it rolling. Listen to Obama, man. Hint Bill, let's go. You holding me up. I want to keep ruling the kingdom.
The current president continues to call the forward, but it seems it didn't really work.
No way around this, man. Let's delve deeper, because when you understand Gorilla Grodd, remember I broke this down already. Gorilla Grodd, when he's in human form, remember I just showed y'all about the Kong, how that represent Messiah with the axe, hint Messiah the carpenter. And remember Kong was sitting on the throne. I broke that down already, but notice Gorilla Grodd, when he's in human form, his name is William. Look at this.
It will almost be an honor to kill you.
Come on, man. It's all in our face, but like I said, it's all about who got the eyes to see, ears to hear. Let's delve deeper.
Have some grievances. But perhaps we can look for a common ground. Or not.
Your hairy ass and Nash.
Look at this.
A hairless ape who fights with fire.
A hairless ape who fights with fire. Hint the whole thing, how the Messiah, he's anointed with the oil, which represents Israel, the olive branch. Remember how it says the Messiah, that Israel is as the olive tree unto Messiah? Hint the 7 candlesticks in the book of Revelation. So hint how Messiah is the fire bringer. And I want to show y'all something right quick. Let me, Detroit Become Human is a game called Detroit Become Human. Notice Kara. Remember I just broke the name Kara down. Notice Kara, sets the house on fire. See how deep this goes. Look at this. You see how they want to put him in a glass jar? Because when you understand that glass jar right there, hint that represent nothing but the Boule Masons. And as you see, they got that wheel inside the jar. And that lion right there is called Barak. You know what I mean? It's called Barak in ancient Babylon. And you see how they got that wheel inside of the jar, because hint how they want to put Messiah in the jar. They want to keep him hidden. because it is written in that day, I mean, Ezekiel 1:16, that the Messiah is that he's revealed via the will within the will. So that's why the boule got the will within the will inside of the glass jar. And notice they started in Philadelphia because in Revelation 3:7, as it's written, Messiah has the keys to heaven via the church of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? The 7 churches of Revelation. And remember, I was just talking about this earlier about the 76er. This Philadelphia 76ers had the 44% field goal for 3-pointers. There's just no way around this, man. It's all in our face. I want to talk deep because when Obama was elected in 2008, remember how he got elected? He was 47 years old. And when you understand the number 47, people who understand that number is a high conscious number. The 4 represents obviously the heart. I'm just going to use the chakras as an example. But, 47, the number 4 deals with the heart, and the 7 represents the crown, the higher mind. You know what I mean? Remember, as the Most High said, he writes the laws within the heart. So notice why Obama had to be nominated, elected at 47. Hint Agent 47 on Hitman. You know what I'm saying? It's all in our face. And at the time, remember I was talking about 1976 with the Messiah. In 2008, what would that be? That'd be 32 years old. Hint, the 32 is obviously half of the chessboard. And hint, we are in the battle between good and evil, light and darkness. Hint, 32 is obviously, half of the chessboard. You know what I mean? Hint, water freezes at 32 degrees. Hear me out. Water freezes at 32 degrees. And hint, the whole theme of the living waters. Hint, the whole theme of this, when you understand the aspect of the, of the waters and dealing with the higher mind. You know what I'm saying? Hint, Obama was 47. When you understand number 47, I was talking about the higher consciousness. Hint, the whole theme of the vibrations via the water. Notice in 2008, Messiah would be 32, and look at water freezes at 32 degrees. There's just no way around it. The whole battle was taken forth. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, as it's written, let me go back to it one more time for those who ain't really familiar. Let me slow it down. Let me take it back to Revelation 12 right quick. I want to explain this. If I still got it up, let me see. I can pull it up. But it's all in our face. You know what I'm saying? And this stuff is it's crazy. As it's written, a woman clothed with the sun, moon, and stars under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars, and she being with child, travailing in birth, pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads, 10 horns, 7 crowns. Hence, 7 times 10 is the 70s. And when you understand that red dragon, which is very serious, because 1976 is the fire dragon year, the red dragon. And remember, I was already talking about Messiah's the 76 degrees that foreshadow the kingdom to come. Remember, I was talking about that earlier. So it's like all in our face, man. This stuff is no joke. You know what I'm saying? Hint. That's why in 1 Kings 18:32, with the stones, this is talking about Elijah, and with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord. Hint, built an altar in the name of the Lord. Hint, 32. 1 Kings 18:32. That's why it had to happen at that time. Let's get deeper, because remember when I was talking about this too, I want to just get to it, knock this out right quick. Remember when I was talking about the whole thing right here with the 44. Remember when I was talking about Steph Curry, the Philadelphia 76er with 44% with the 3? And remember when I was talking about the whole thing, how that deals with the Ark of the Covenant? Let's get into Hebrews 6:19, because which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, but sure and steadfast, was entering into that within the veil. Let's delve deep into this right quick. And the whole theme of the Ark of the Covenant, you know what I mean? The whole theme of the great boat obviously needs what? It needs an anchor. And the whole thing with, like, when you look at the Ankh, A-N-K-H, and then A-N-C-H, the anchor, the Ankh, the anchor. the great symbol. Remember, I've been breaking this stuff down, you know what I'm saying? And there's just no way around it. But like I said, it's all about who got the eyes to see and the ears to hear. That's why Obama had to be the 44th president, because they're all representing nothing but the Masons, how they take over the Ark of the Covenant. Let me show y'all a couple of more things before I end this video. As it's written in 2 Samuel 6:3, and they set upon the Ark of God upon a new cart. So that's why J. Cole is inside of a shopping cart with, great Fago, because as it's written that the Messiah, his eyes shall be red with wine and his teeth white with milk. All blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand this too, it's very serious, because remember I was talking about that number 44. Look at this before I end this video. All in our face.
Here we come.
You see that 44 on Busta Rhymes' Break Your Neck? Because they don't want the Messiah to be the head ruler. You feel what I'm saying? They want to break his neck, hint to 44. You know what I mean? And then as it's written in Psalms 118:22, the stone which the builders refused has now become the headstone of the corner. Hence the Messiah is the head ruler. But they fear that because why? When you understand the Illuminati pyramid, they don't want him to be the head ruler. That's why I don't have a headstone. You see how deep that goes. It just has an all-seeing eye. Remember I said this earlier. Listen to this. You see that? The floating eye. All about who got the eyes to see and ears to hear. That's why in the Kabbalah tree, when you understand the whole path, the 32 paths of wisdom, when they hijack the wisdom and use it for masonry, but that's why it has 32 paths of the tree of life in their system. But you just see how deep that goes. That's why I was breaking down why the Messiah had to be 32 and 08 and why Obama was 47. The stuff is real. But I want to end that right here. Thank you for watching Hide and Seek TV. Much more is coming. Peace.